Canes legend and NFL Hall of Famer Michael Irvin joins us today to watch his son, Michael Irvin Jr., who is playing. He's doing a great job out there. How do you feel?
Well, it's always great to be here. You know, this is my alma mater, and any chance you get to come out and watch my seed participate in the same uniform that I participated in and for my high school that I love very much, then that's always a blessing. So yeah, I'm excited about this opportunity and hopefully seeing much more of him at my next alma mater after this.
Yes. So speaking about that, how do you feel with him committing to UM, which is the same school that made you a star?
Yeah, listen, I love St. Thomas. I'm a Raider, and I'm a Cane. You know, I love the U. So it's just a great thing to say that, hey, I go back now and I look at my old pictures in my Raiders uniform, and I put them by the pictures that we're getting for him, and then I got my old pictures in the uniform, in the Miami Hurricane uniform, and I'm waiting one day to hopefully see him in that uniform and to compare and put those pictures together. It's what we've always talked about. Guys I went to school here with, we talked about one day we're going to have kids and send our kids to the school. And then the guys that I played at the U with, we talked about when we have our kids, we're going to send them to the school, to the U. So seeing that finally manifest, it truly is a great blessing from God.
It's a dream come true. And so you saw him from day one preparing, and what are some of the characteristics you instilled in him that led to his success?
Well, you know, football is a great game, man, and I tell them all the time, football is a great game because in order to have success in football, it requires the same things that you have success on, the most important things in life. Like, you know, in football, you can't do anything all by yourself. You need teammates. You have to work with others. You got to learn to work together with people. To be successful in life, that is true. You got to learn to work with others, whether it's your family, whether it's your business, organization, corporation. It's all about learning to work well with others, and I think football teaches that at the nth level.
And St. Thomas Aquinas is a powerhouse. How do you think that helped prepare him for where he is now?
Well, first of all, when you're playing with the best, you're playing against the best, it can't do anything but bring the best out of you. And that's why we wanted to make sure that we also give him an opportunity to come and measure his skill set against the best players. If you have a desire to play on the next level, that's why you come to St. Thomas, because you say, the guys that are going to be on the next level, I'll get practice against and I'll get to play against right here at St. Thomas. So it was a great move for us.
That's awesome. And apart from an amazing football team, academics-wise, how important are academics for your son?
Well, the academics are the most important, period. You know, it's what profit a man to build up your body to be the greatest football player in the world if you can't have any ability to manage the funds that come from that great gift that you just built your body up to. So you got to not just build up the body to play the game, but we must build up your mind to play the game of life, to make sure you can take care of yourself, to make sure you can properly plan for your family. And that's the most important thing. He understands that.
And how does your son balance academics and such a busy football schedule?
Well, this is the real life. It's the real life, and I tell them this. I say, man, listen. And as you move up in levels, that's the one thing they want to know, that you can handle what they call a dual responsibility. Dual responsibilities. That means you got more than one thing to do. So now they want to see that you can handle school and play football, because as you go up and get in the league, maybe you're not going to school, but they still want to know, can you manage your family and manage your career? They want to know these things before they invest $50, $60 million into you, and they're looking right now to make sure you can manage school and football. That'll give them an indication that you can manage family and football. So it's very important.
And from your very successful NFL career, what is the most important thing you learned?
Well, it's just that when you're part of a team, that is the most important thing. There must be a selflessness that is that you push forward, that you perpetuate. And I learned great leadership is not about having dominion over others, bossing people, but it's about serving all the people that you are leading. And that's one of the things I try to tell Michael. As a leader, It's about service. Can you figure out and find out what makes everybody tick, and then be able to speak to that to make sure you make them tick well?
Well, what better example can he have than you? So I'm sure he'll be successful all the way, as successful as you were.
Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
This is Anna Maria Reyes with D1 Bound with the legend, Michael Irvin.